why people, or why some people, hate the month of December. December 5th. I think at times, because I know I've done it, we simply forget what's important. We get over stressed out over what's not important because of an idea that was given usually to us by somebody else. Media is a big one. Expectations, unrealistic expectations over ourselves or others, allowing others' expectations of us to torment us because we feel inadequate, we feel like we're not gonna live up to somebody else's expectations. Instead of really just wrapping the whole thing up and focusing on what's important and what is important in life. I know what's important for me. Some of you may not know yet, but if you are searching, you'll find it. It's a journey. It takes time. Be patient with yourself and also celebrate the things you find about yourself. Don't brush it aside as if it's not important. Now, trying to reel myself back in. I'm a little tired today, so I feel like my eyes are about to close any second. But at times, I forgot or I didn't forget, I substituted what was important with the things I thought they were important. And temporarily I lost track of the things that at one time put a smile on my face. That one time, a lot for us, for many of us, is childhood times. What put a smile on our face when we were children? What put the twinkle in our eyes when we were children or teenagers or young people or any age? Really, you can get a twinkle in your eyes at any age. It just so happened that is happening less often the older we get because we allow the disappointments of life to really snuff that twinkle out of our eyes. And once in a while, some of us wake up and realize we don't have to lose it. So, one of the twinkle in my eye in Romania, so this is, I know I seem to kind of go back to Romania a lot, but must be the reason that I am a whole lot of Romanian in my heart and a whole lot of American as well. But because I'm talking to American people, I feel like I'm bringing you the traditions of Romania. Since you know the traditions of America, so why should I tell you, a foreigner, the traditions of America? So, by the way, St. Nicholas is gonna come tonight to some people. Now, some of you may have forgotten. Most of you don't even know who St. Nicholas is. Some of you know it as Santa Claus. But in Romania, we had it, so it comes on the eve or midnight of December 5th, which would be tonight, and leave some presents for the good kids or a twig, because I think it's what's called a twig, because that's how children were spanked in Romania, with a twig for the ones that were naughty. So in December 6th in the morning, let me reel back. So parents clearly would put little things, little candies, because it wasn't like America where you have all the money in the world to buy all the junk that you don't care so you can throw it away later on. This is, you know, old times when things were just not readily available and easily purchasable. Things were small and things had meaning. Anything that was given had a meaning. So the presents were small, but most of the time the presents were really candies and oranges. So at the midnight, when the kids were asleep, the parents would put little candies in the shoes, and the kids knew to clean the shoes real well and line them up in the, you know, hallway with their, you know, with everything like the mouth open and all that, so the Saint Nicholas / parents could put the little presents for the ones that were good. And what it was in Romania, it's more candy or oranges that, or little tiny presents. It's just a tiny present that fits in a shoe. And also part of the tradition is if it snowed, which today it snowed, that means that Saint Nicholas' beard, he ruffled it up and it snowed, so it means he is well and everything is gonna go as supposed to. But if it does not snow, that means Saint Nicholas is younger than he should be. Another tradition would be for people to take branches of fruit trees and put it next to water, and if the fruit tree flowered, that means the coming year was going to be a fruitful year in the agricultural kind of part. If it didn't, then it would be a bummer. Another tradition was that the girls were baking in the eve of December 5th, and on the 9 o'clock sharp, everybody would stop. All the girls would stop, and all the guys, this is singles we're talking about, all the single guys would come and meet with the girls, and they would start partying and try to kind of create friendships, you know, find the pair. Another tradition was that all the young men in the eve of December 5th would find a host, and there they would go and start, what is the word? Rehearsing carols, which on the 24th and the 25th would be all night long, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, all during the nighttime, all night long, they would go carol from house to house, but they would start the rehearsal Saint Nicholas, so December 5th Eve. So see, that put a sparkle and a twinkle in my eye. I'm sure you have some stories as a child were told to you. You grew up with some kind of tradition. Some traditions are just nice to keep, even though I know they're not real. I know that. But the thought is still wonderful, and it still brings the same joy into my heart, and it's just that realm of possibilities and imagination, and I guess a little bit of I don't know, just hope and dreams, and that's important. So we'll stop here, and I'll let you know if Saint Nicholas stopped at our house tomorrow, December 6th.